first thing is we are using this Bella Boulevard collection called Time to Travel, and also the matching Bella Besties. I love using these because for the Bella Besties kit, they give you 2 sheets of each. And then I also have like the ephemera and the chipboard stickers. So all throughout this project, this is what we're going to be using. So the first thing is we're going to cut a 10.5. So the width of the paper, let me put you up just a tad. So the width of the paper, how wide it is, it's going to be 10.5 because the laminating sheet that we will be using is 11 inches. So the height of the paper is 8 3/4. So let's do the height first. 8 3/4 is the height, and the width is 10.5 right there. Okay, so my friend, that is your cover. And then we're going to, I already made the cover right here, and the cover is 12 here. The height of the cover is 12, and the width is 8.5 right there. And then you're going to score this. You're going to score this at 8 inches, and then it folds just like that. And then you're going to fold it in half. And then I just scored this right here, and this is going to be a pocket. So you're going to need 3 of this. There's certain variations to them. Let me show you the other variation. The other variation could be just plain 8.5. The width is 8.5 and the height is 8 inches. Because this project, the height is 8 inches and the width of this from here to here is 8.5. You don't need this flip if you don't want to have a pocket. I want to put a pocket because I want to stitch the pocket right there. Here's another variation, and this paper is 12. The width is 12 and the height is 8 inches. And so this one, you're going to score it at 4. And what is this one? Yeah, 12. You're going to score this at 4, and you're going to score it again at, 4 1/4. So 4 1/4, you score 4 1/4, and then you score at 8.5, and then you fold. So this is going to be your pocket. You're going to stitch right there, and this is going to be your book. So there are multiple variations. Depends on what you want to do. This one is another variation where there's 2 pockets on both sides. You can do whatever variation you need as long as from the spine to the edge of your cover, it measures 4 1/4. Do you know what I mean? So you can do whatever. For this one you're going to score at 1 3/4 and 6. 1 3/4 and 6, and then you turn it around and you score it at 1 3/4. So this is how you make this variation. There's so many variations. This one is, what is this one? This one is 12 by 12. As you can see, this one became that, like an extra bit. So up to you if you want to do this one. This one is right there. This one is a cover, so this stitches right here, and this one is a pocket in the back. And yes, so there's multiple things that you can create. Up to you what you like. So I just want to show you a sample. And then you're going to need, for the inside pages, you're going to need 8 by 8. Let me show you. I like to use Nina Solar White cardstock for this one, for the pages. And I normally fill it with a maximum of 10 sheets. So this is 8.5 by 11. So what I do is I cut it at 8 inches so that it becomes 8 by 11. And then I get on my scoring board. I tend to score instead of cut. Okay, so right there, get my, I tend to, this is again 8 inches in height and 11 inches in width, and I score it at 4, and I scored at 8. So this could be your flip. You could create whatever flip you prefer right there. You could do 2 flips on the side. You can cut it at 8 by 8 and fold it in half. Again, it is up to you. You could do whatever as long as the width is 4. So yes, so you can do this multiple times and then determine how many pages you want per book, just like that. 11, so that's 1 2 3. So we're going to do 1 1/2, 1 1/2, and then 1 2 3 4 5 1/2. Turn and 1 1/2, and this is going to be your, if you want to do like the side portion of your page. I'm just showing you like options for creating So for example, this is your signature right here. So you're going to insert this. It could be 8 by 8 and plain. It doesn't need a flip. It's up to you. And then this is what you're going to staple. So this already has 6 pages in it. You know what I mean? Just like that. My suggestion for you is if you want to staple it, I would glue this first or stitch this one first before you staple the pages. I think that would be super much easier for you. All right, so that's how you create the signature and the pages. Now we're going to score the cover. So this is my prototype, and we're going to 4.5. So this is our paper, this is our cover. So this is 10.5 by 8 3/4. So you're going to score at 4.5 on both sides. Okay, the next thing you do, this is a thicker traveler's notebook than my standard traveler's notebook, because you can do multiple signatures for this. So the next part, after, you have to score it first and burnish it. And then what the next thing you need to do is you need to round the edges before you laminate. At this point, your laminator should be heating up right now while you're doing this. So my laminator is heating up. Okay, so I use the 4mm side just for standard purposes. So just like that. And this measurement is based on the maximum capacity of your laminating sheet. Because my laminating sheet I got from Amazon, and I'm going to put a link for you. In this one, this is 11 inches. So that's why my paper is 10.5. And then you're going to put it in the middle. Be patient. And then we're going to laminate. All right, we're almost done. This Scotch, super inexpensive laminator, is 20 bucks when I got it maybe 5 years ago. It's super slow, but that's okay. The power of this is having the laminating sheet that is 5mm. You don't need a super expensive laminator. It doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of the laminating sheet that you have. Okay, so we're going to switch that off and we'll get to assembling it. So this is what it looks like after it comes out of the laminator. It's still very warm, and you're going to see the marks of where you burnish. So just follow that. Slowly do that so it doesn't mess up don't rush. Just follow. I love this print. Just follow where you were. Right there. Follow it. No problem. No problem. Right there. So this is your extra thick traveler's notebooks. And then, like in my previous tutorial, what you need to do is you need to punch. So I'm going to get a Sharpie to put a mark. So I think I want to do a lot of signatures for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start adding dots to like the side panel. So the dots represent how many signatures you're planning on doing. So I'm planning on putting 5 signatures. I'm going to do the same thing, just approximately. Doesn't have to be exact science. But if you do not feel comfortable, you know, doing this, like eyeballing it, please by all means measure it if you wanted to. I'm okay with not measuring it. I'm okay with it. So we're going to put holes on the areas. And this is where your cord is going to be. Yeah, so I'm punching all of it. Okay, so let's punch all of that, and then we're putting the cord. Okay, so this will accommodate a lot of signatures. Clean as you go. Let's put this back. And this is so, I am a proponent of traveler's notebooks. I've loved traveler's notebooks for years, and I think it's such an efficient way of documenting. I've used it for my travels. I've used it for my December dailies, like my life, my regular scrapbooking, my craft journal. All my measurements are in traveler's notebooks. So this is such an amazing way to create your own. Okay, let me get the cord. I totally forgot to cut this excess. See the excess? So we're going to cut that, and then we're going to do the cording. All right, so we're going to start with a cord. going to start from the outside going inside, just like this. So I'm not gonna cut the cord just yet. I'm just gonna feed it because this is the first time I am actually doing like a 5 signature one. You guys, it depends. This is the maximum that I could do for, honestly, for my, I guess you can make it like 10 3/4 if you wanted to. And make it wider when it comes to the capacity of your laminating sheet. You can make it as much as you want, as thick as you want, but I'm just winging it. I figured I'm gonna try it, might as well try it on camera to see if it works. And then if it doesn't work, then I will scrap the video. But at least it's already there documented, you know. So I'm just doing the same as I would do. I feel like not removing it from the cord would save me a lot, because I've always removed it from the cord and I end up wasting. So I think this is a cost-effective way of doing this, you know. So I just keep it in its bundle, and this is from BB Craft. This cording is from BB Craft. So we have that there already, and then we're going to reinsert it in the middle. You see this one, the middle, the number 3, you reinsert it. You just do back and forth. It's hard to do it on camera, but I do want to show you guys, so please bear with me. Just be patient. Whew. You can make the hole bigger if you wanted to. I should have done that as like foresight, but I didn't. That's okay. And then you're going to put it in the middle, right there, because there's 2 holes in the middle. So see, this is what it looks like, because this is going to be our closure. So at least I didn't waste a lot. Okay, and then you reinsert this to the center as well, which is this one right there. It's not super hard, it's okay. Right there. So I would, if I were you, I would make sure that everything is tight and how you want it to be. Kind of adjust your string and everything. Adjust it how you want when it comes to the tightness of everything. And then, because when you start tying it, this is it. And then I just do a knot for this, like a double knot. See, at this rate I'm still wasting, however it's okay. Look, just like that. And then you give it a little bit room for growth. You give it a little room for growth, and then I just use this very simply. If you want to, you can create a fancier way of doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add beads to these just to make it fancy, and then I'll call it a day. But this is what I have so far. And then we're going to, this is how, where you insert your pages right there. See, super easy. You can add more pages. What I tend to do is I don't staple it until I'm ready to close it. So I'm just going to keep on adding the pages to the signature, and that's how I like it. Because, you know, I'm okay with not adding. This is a very flexible project for me. So I add 5 signatures, whatever I like. And then, yeah. And then I can add however many, depending on what I want to actually do with this. See? You can add more and more pages. You can put pockets right here if you wanted to. It's up to you actually what you want to create, but this is done. Super easy. A little bit of a thicker traveler's notebook that can accommodate 5 signatures, or you can even put more if you want to space it out like 7. It's up to you. But this is how I am thinking of expanding this project to a thicker one that would still be accommodated by the supplies that you already have existing, which is an 11-inch by 9-inch laminating sheet. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm gonna decorate it. I'm gonna do a hyperlapse on decorating it. I'm just gonna create more pages for the signature, and then I'll come back and do like a decorate with me. I'll be back.